Zdravím vás, já jsem Sam, jsem jedna z vědoucích křesťanského společenství Barrandov a jsem taky milovnice kávy. Chceme na Barrandově vytvořit společenství mezi sousedy a věříme, že káva je něco, co nás propojí. Proto děláme každý měsíc kávovou akci, kde se učíme různé metody, jak připravit kávu a kde se seznámíme u kafe. Už jsme se naučili některé metody, jako Aeropress a French press, a taky jsme ochutnali kávu z českých a německých pražíren, jako La Bohème a Phoenix Coffee. A moc se těšíme, až se na podzim zase začneme scházet. Zatím bych vám ale ráda představila další metodu, jak si připravit kávu doma. A je to Chemex. Ale už vás nebudu trápit svou češtinou, budu mluvit anglicky a k dispozici budou české titulky. So today we're going to be making a Chemex cup. And so this is a Chemex. It's a form of pour-over coffee. And it's really great for several reasons. First is its size. So I normally make my coffee in an AeroPress, and an AeroPress is great for 1 to 2 people, but a Chemex is great. This one, there's different sizes. This one can make up to 6 cups. And so when I have people over, it's a really great way to make a lot of coffee really well in a short amount of time. Another reason that the Chemex is great is because it makes a really clean, smooth cup. And the reason for that is the filter. And so this filter is really thick, and because of that, it just allows the coffee that's brewed to be really clean and smooth. It's still acidic, but it's milder, and so it's really just a fresh cup. And so we're gonna start by putting our filter in. The filter is a square that's been folded into quarters, and you're going to put the thicker side to the spout. So once we have that, we're going to water or just wet the filter. And we do that to get the paper, like any taste of the paper, out, but also it warms up the glass so that it doesn't take away any of the heat from your cup, from the coffee when it's finished. And so we're gonna do that. And while that's warming up, we have pretty coarse coffee for this ground. We have pretty coarse coffee for this method. And so you want to make it coarser than you would think. And a good measuring tip is 1 ground of this coffee should be about the size of, if you have a 1 crown coin and you look at the date on there, so 1 number on the 1 crown coin should be equal to 1 ground of coffee. But just make it coarse is the important thing. And so our coffee is ready, our Chemex is ready. So now we can start brewing. So I'm gonna pour my coffee in. In Chemex, you're gonna want to do 1 gram of coffee to 16.5 grams of water. And today we're just gonna make, I said you can make more cups of the coffee, but I normally make 1 cup. I live by myself, and so I'm normally just making coffee for myself. And so that's what we're gonna do today, is enough for 1 cup. And so we have 20 grams of coffee, and so we're gonna do 330 milliliters of water. But to start off, we're going to do a bloom. And with a bloom, you want to do twice as much water as you have coffee. And so we're gonna put 40 grams in. And your bloom is gonna be about 45 seconds is how long you want to bloom. And you could take, I'm using a chopstick, but a stir, a spoon, you're not gonna stir it, but you're gonna kind of just push the coffee to the center. And that allows, from all sides, and that allows the water to cover all of the grounds. So we're gonna do that. And after 45 seconds, now that it's been 45 seconds, we can start our pours. And so we're gonna do a total of 3 pours. And this first one, you're gonna go to 130 grams. And you're gonna start in the center and then work your way to the outskirts, and then back to the center until we're at 130. And these pours are gonna go pretty fast. You're gonna want it as soon as the water is below or drains like a centimeter, that's when you're gonna wanna do your next pour. And your second pour is going to be just focused in the middle. So we're gonna pour to 230 grams, and we're really just hitting the center is all that we're doing. And we do that so it creates a good base at the bottom and make sure that all of the grounds are fully immersed and you get flavor out of all the grounds. And so once that's gone down about a centimeter again, we're gonna do our third and final pour. And this one, again, we're gonna start in the middle and go out to the outskirts, like we did in the first pour. And you're gonna do that to 330. If you have any water left, bring it back to the middle. So now we're just gonna let it drain, and the drain time should be 1 to 2 minutes. If it's taking too long, that probably means that your grind size is too fine and you need to make it a little bit more coarse. And like I said, we're just making 1 cup of coffee, but you can make up to 6 with a Chemex. And so with that, you're gonna add more pours. You're not gonna just do 3. And you're gonna wanna add pours to the middle. And so your first pour and your last pour are always going to be the pours where you start in the center and move to the outskirts. But when you're making more cups of coffee, you're gonna wanna add pours to the middle, which is what we did that second time, and we just focused on pouring in the center. And so that's how you're going to be able to adapt this recipe to make more cups of coffee. And so once it's all drained, then we can take our filter out. And you can see we have just a really, it's like a light brown, almost even red kind of color to our coffee. And you can pour it into your mug. I love that sound. It's one of my favorite sounds. And you can enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this video, that it was helpful, that you'll be able to make a really great cup of coffee with friends now. And I hope that you'll join us in the fall when we start having these classes. It'll be the last Friday of the month, and we'll continue to learn different methods, get to know each other, and drink really good coffee, which is the important part. So yeah, in the meantime, please check out our other content on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Tell us what you think, and hopefully next time this coffee we'll be drinking in person.